There are things that happen to us that are really hard to explain. He is called Fideli. His life was in a very bad condition when he did not have where to live. He was visited by Afrimax, his story was aired, and he got a lot of assistance from different kinds of people. He managed to put up his own house, got himself a wife, and a small business which helps them afford meals, which means that his life changed completely.
utu twose twavuye mu bantu Afrimax yampuje nabo byose kuba nambaye neza.
Besides being an albino, which is why a lot of people neglected him, Fideli is also a gospel artist. He always sings praises to the Lord, giving thanks on how his life was transformed, and this is where he lives, together with his wife. Well, today, the story is not about Fideli in any way. He is so grateful about what was done for him. So he called us and wanted to show us some people that are going through a lot of suffering and pain, so that something can also be done for them. On our way to visit this family, Fideli says that before he called Afrimax, he also tried as much as he could to help this family. He gave them food, but it was not at all enough, and this is why he decided to call on Afrimax. We finally got there. The woman was lying down and the man was sitting right beside her, and it was obvious that something was wrong with this lady. He is called John Baptist. She is called Valentine. Obviously, these two are a couple. They both have a 2-month-old baby, but Valentine is seriously sick and they are all scared that she might die anytime from now because she keeps losing a lot of blood each and every day. This all started quite some years ago. These two met, fell in love, and they got married. They started living together as husband and wife. Valentine stayed home and took care of housework, while her husband went to work every morning and then returned back in the evening. John Baptist worked at building sites as part of manpower that was supposed to carry building materials, break stones, and other things of that sort, which means that he did not earn a lot of money at all, but he at least managed to get food for him and his lovely wife. A year and a half later, they decided to have a baby, and this was when Valentine got pregnant. The pregnancy grew up to 8 months old, which means that she was about to give birth. But before she gave birth, something happened. They woke up one morning and Valentine had gone outside. She started screaming that something had come into her body. She started shaking, and her husband came as fast as he could, asked her to calm down and try not to be scared. They both thought that it had come to an end, but according to her, she could feel that her body was not the same anymore, and from the day she had that shock, she could feel that something had gone wrong, but she could not know what it was. Time for giving birth came. She went to the hospital, but while they were there, nothing turned out to be normal at all. They took her to the room that she was supposed to give birth from, But this did not happen soon. According to the doctors, she was ready to give birth. She kept on pushing, and pushing, but the baby did not come out. She spent days in the same condition. Her husband got very confused and went out for a walk. As he was walking, he met someone. That someone was a witch doctor, traditional healer, and other names they called them. Well, he told John that his wife was bewitched, and it is the spirits that were not allowing her to give birth at all. And the only way they could stop this was if they moved far away from this village. He thought about it, and he noticed that almost everyone in this village practiced witchcraft, and since he was also a gospel musician, he thought that it would be the reason why people in this village never wanted him around. The witch doctor told him that he should run back to the hospital because there was something wrong with his baby. He was not moving at all and could die anytime. When John heard this, he immediately headed back to the hospital, and upon getting there, the doctor told him that his baby was not moving anymore, and it seemed dead. It was a very hard time for him, and as he was confused, fortunately, his wife finally gave birth, and the baby was alive too. This was a very happy moment for the both of them, but again the hospital bills still had to be paid. So John went back home and sold almost everything they owned in order to get money to pay for the hospital services.
Ibintu byose naragurishije nari mfite kugira ngo nite kuri madamu no kujya muri ubwo buyede.
Iki wagurishije?
Nagurishije intebe z'amadiva nari mfite, tugurisha n'imyenda yiwe, tugurisha na varisi, hari na matera twagurishije.
They went back home and wondered why this was happening to them. They remembered that one day a woman came to them, asked for local salt, and that was the last time that they ever saw her. And they think that she was the one that bewitched them. Her suffering did not only stop at the hospital, because when they came home after birth, she kept on bleeding from the time she gave birth until now. It is normal for ladies to bleed after giving birth, but it does not take long at all. But for her case, she has been bleeding constantly for 2 months now, and this is the reason why they think that she might die anytime from now if she does not get treatment. With this condition, she cannot breastfeed her baby, and her husband takes it to the neighbors who take care of it because they are so scared that these spirits might also hurt their baby. So they try as much as they can to keep it far away from here. John cannot work anymore because he has to stay home and take care of his dying wife, since she cannot move, sit, stand, or even do anything for herself because she has less blood in the body, and when she tries to stand, she feels dizzy and automatically falls down, and this is why she keeps lying down like this. Though Fideli tries to give them food, he also does not have enough money to keep doing this every day, and this is why they are asking for help, so that they can be able to leave this village and start up a new life somewhere else, and also take Valentine to the hospital because they believe that this is what will save them. The funds that will support this family will be donated via GoFundMe, a link that is always in the description of each and every video and the topmost pinned comment by Afrimax English. Thank you for watching Afrimax English. This is Prince. Do not forget to subscribe.